Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Wes Upton. I'm honored and blessed to be the principal of Mooresville High School. I welcome you all to Mooresville High School's 139th commencement ceremony. We ask that you silence all cell phones and electronic devices, and please remain seated throughout today's ceremony so that graduates, family members, and friends can enjoy today's commencement. Also, please take all personal pictures from your seats. The class of 2023 thanks you for your cooperation in these ways. And now I present to you the class of 2023.
Good morning. My name is Holly Connor. I am your Student Body Vice President. On the behalf of the class of 2023, please rise, remove your hats, and join us as we honor our country in saying the Pledge of Allegiance and singing of our national anthem.
To the right, guys.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
My name is Aiden O'Brien, and I am the senior class president. We would like to welcome you to Mooresville High School's 139th graduation ceremony. The class of 2023 asks your assistance in maintaining the rich tradition and dignity of today's ceremony by remaining seated throughout the ceremony and by holding all applause until all names have been read. We and our families appreciate your support in ensuring that we can hear our names called in recognition of our achievements. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests joining me on stage today. To my right are Mr. Randy Taylor, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matt Sainer, Vice President of the Board of School Trustees, Mr. Dave Oberle, Member of the Board of School Trustees, and Dr. Bill Roberson, President of the Board of School of Trustees, along with Mr. Zach Love and Mrs. Chrissy Owens, MHS Assistant Principals. To my left and in the front row are 7 outstanding leaders of the class of 2023, the valedictorian, salutatorian, senior class officers, and student body president and vice president, who will be introduced throughout today's ceremonies. I'd also like to recognize other educators who have worked diligently to provide opportunities for our graduates to succeed, including school board members, associate and assistant superintendents, school administrators, teachers, counselors, social service providers, and coaches. Please join me in giving these valued educators a round of applause. On this Memorial Day weekend, I ask all members of the class of 2023 who will be joining our military to stand, as well as all veterans and members of the armed services to be recognized for your service and sacrifices for our country, so that we may have the freedoms that we enjoy today. Please join me in giving these amazing men and women a round of applause. Parents and guests, I'm extremely proud to speak with you today about the many successes of the class of 2023. Our students have overcome uncertainty and many academic challenges placed before them. In their 4 years at Mooresville High School, they have accomplished so much and I'm confident they will continue to throughout their life. I could give a lengthy speech and still not capture all the amazing things these students have achieved, but I'll highlight just a few from this year. Over 50 of our graduating seniors have been awarded nearly $2.5 million in scholarships to further their educations. 42 graduates have been recognized for their character, service, and academics as members of our National Honor Society. Those people are wearing gold stoles. Nearly 48% of our graduates are wearing gold tassels to recognize them for having earned an academic honors and/or the technical honors diploma. These students maintained at least a B average while taking more rigorous course loads, including additional math, science, and world language courses. These students also earned credits and/or industry certifications for their work while still enrolled at Mooresville High. Students who rank in the top 20 of the graduating class based upon cumulative grade point average are wearing an additional medallion. And lastly, our valedictorian and salutatorian are wearing special medallions for earning the highest grade point averages in this outstanding class. Please join me in giving the awesome class of 2023 a round of applause for their many achievements and successes. Now I get to address the seniors. Today, you stand on the precipice of a new chapter in your lives, ready to spread your wings and take flight into the vast unknown. As we gather here to celebrate our achievements, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey you've made, the limitless possibilities that lie ahead, and what it will take for you to get there. I'm going to start with the possibilities portion. Graduation is not merely a milestone. It's a testament to our perseverance, dedication, and our commitment to learning. You've endured countless late nights of studying, overcome obstacles that seem insurmountable, COVID, cough, COVID. Yes. I was hoping I'd get a laugh. And triumphed over self-doubt. You are a testament to the power of resilience, and today you are poised to make a profound impact on the world. Each one of you has the potential for greatness within you. You possess unique talents, passions, and aspirations that can change the course of history. But greatness is not handed to you on a silver platter. It is not a destination, but a lifelong pursuit, a relentless striving for excellence in everything you do. Greatness demands perseverance. You will undoubtedly face setbacks, challenges, and moments of self-doubt along the way, but it is during these moments that your true character is forged. It's in the adversity that you discover your inner strength, toughness, and capacity for growth. Embrace these challenges as opportunities for learning and personal development, for they will shape the trajectory of your journey. Striving for greatness requires a steadfast work ethic. It demands that you push beyond your comfort zone, go the extra miles when others decide to settle, and constantly seek out improvement. It is the pursuit of greatness that you discover the depths of your potential and accomplish the feats that you once believed to be impossible. And a word I just spoke is going to be the key ingredient for the recipe to achieve greatness: belief. It can't be overstated, the incredible power of belief in oneself, in others, and in the belief of the extraordinary possibilities that lie ahead. Anyone who knows me or has seen my office knows I'm a crazy fan for the TV show Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso repeatedly shows that a simple word like believe and what the power it carries. In the show, an American football coach moves to England to take over coach a European football team, also known as soccer. It's a sport he knows little to nothing about. He seeks out not to learn about the sport or push tactics, but to get the players, organizations, and fans to believe in themselves and each other. And it all starts with just a simple sign he puts up in the locker room. I hope that stays. That'll be embarrassing if it doesn't. Ted Lasso once stated, "Believe in yourself, because the only person who's going to determine where you go and how far you go and what you do in your life is you." These words remind us that belief in ourselves is the driving force that propels us forward, that allows us to overcome obstacles and accomplish extraordinary things. Belief is not simply a passive notion. It is an active choice that you will make each and every day. It's a mindset that shapes your actions, your attitudes, and ultimately your destinies. It's the firm conviction that despite the odds, you have the capacity to achieve that greatness. Belief can't just be for yourself, though. Another great lasso lesson is believe in your team and in your teammates and in yourself, and you'll be surprised what you can accomplish. This quote embodies the power of belief in others and fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. When we believe in one another, we create an environment where collective triumphs are not only possible, but they're inevitable. One more lasso lesson on belief, and I promise I'll stop. It's the hope that kills you, but it's also the hope that keeps you going. Belief is the lifeline that sustains us during challenging times. It fuels our tenacity and helps us rise above the setbacks and find the strength to persevere. It is through hope and unwavering belief that we discover our true potential and achieve remarkable feats. So graduates, as you stand at the doorstep of your futures, embrace the power of belief in yourself and in your dreams, in others, and in the potential that resides within you to achieve the greatness you deserve. The people sitting in these stands right here, they believe in you. The people watching at home on Pioneer TV, because you only get 8 tickets, they believe in you. The people sitting on this stage, they believe in you. The teachers that stood in front of you in the classrooms right behind us, they believe in you. Mr. Schaefer, who I believe is sitting down up there watching us right now, he believes in you. And I believe in you. The only thing I ask you to do is believe in yourself. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Alyssa Ann Kline. She's a salutatorian of the class of 2023. She is the daughter of Ronald and Cheryl Kline, and she is vice president of the National Honor Society and Student Council. She's a member of the History Academic Team, Key Club, JSA, and the Mooresville Public Library Teen Council, and the soccer and tennis teams. Alyssa is going to be attending the University of Washington to major in environmental studies. Alyssa Kline.
Hello. I want to start off by thanking everyone who came here today to support all of us graduates. Thank you to all the families, administrators, teachers, and Quizlet for getting us here. However, most importantly, I want to congratulate the class of 2023 graduates for putting in all the hard work we did for the past 12 years. There have definitely been many highs and lows of high school, but we've made it through the treacherous battlefield of high school drama and bad test grades to make it here today. When I sat down to write this speech, I really struggled to put into words the experiences of the last 12 years of school that we have gone through. I frantically searched up how to write a graduation speech and watched videos on YouTube like the most life-changing graduation speech ever, but none of them really helped me figure out how to write a non-boring graduation speech. So I'm going to try to do my best to make this not boring for everyone. Firstly, I'm going to take us all the way back to our elementary school days where kids would just randomly throw up in class or on the playground, and the highlight of the year was Scholastic Book Fairs. Back when we were all innocent and many of us had big dreams for the future of changing the world, but some of us were just dreaming about recess. Our days were spent running around outside or watching Disney movies that taught us about kindness. And when I was a kid, one of my favorite Disney movies was Aladdin because I loved Robin Williams and the genie. And in the movie, he says, "Today's special moments are tomorrow's memories." So those moments we lived in elementary school have just become distant memories, but there are still so many more memories to make that we don't even know about yet. But sadly, we now have to move on to middle school, where everyone wore name brand clothes because we thought it made us cooler, and Nike and pink ruled the school. In middle school, we started to finally find ourselves, so we met kids from other elementary schools and made new friends. We finally got a little taste of freedom as we asked our parents to drive us to the mall to hang out with our friends, but without our parents walking around with us, so it made us cool. Somehow, we survived all the extremely awkward school dances and the debilitating fear of forgetting your locker combination. In middle school, one of my favorite movies was Mrs. Doubtfire, which, as everyone should know, Robin Williams stars in that. And he says, "Carpe dentum, seize the teeth," which isn't all that inspirational on its own. But as many of you probably know, he's referring to the Latin phrase carpe diem, which means seize the day. Live each day like it's the last, because there's never anyone stopping you except yourself from doing whatever you want in a day, as long as it's legal, of course. Just as you go through the motions of life, don't forget to live life and be spontaneous. Now, this brings us to high school, where we were just little kids coming in as freshmen and completely different people than we are now, even though it's only been a short 4 years. Over the course of high school, we were able to meet our real friends and have the pleasure of getting teachers that mentored us and treated us with respect. In the future, when I think of high school at Mooresville, I'll think of eating dilly bars in the cafeteria, football games with friends, Upton getting his legs waxed, and the teachers getting crushed in the students versus staff basketball games every time, even though they are extremely rigged. I will also think of the amazing friends that I've made, and although many of us sitting here graduating will likely not see each other again, or will be forced to go down our separate paths in life, those memories that were made and the people we became as a result of them can never be lost. In my English class my junior year, I had to watch Dead Poets Society, and that is now my favorite movie. Of course, Robin Williams does happen to be in this movie, and he says, "The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse." What will your verse be? Change can be scary, but it can also be freeing, as there's no telling what the future can hold and the people we will become. We will all go on to contribute our verses in the world, no matter how big or small they are, but it doesn't matter, because in the end, we are still making our own unique marks, and the world will be in some way changed, even just a little, by us. We will all contribute our own verses and make a remarkable poem. Now, as you zone back into this speech, I just want to end with one last Robin Williams quote he actually gave at a graduation that I feel says everything better than I ever could. It goes, "When we find ourselves thinking about the future, we start to worry, thinking, what am I going to do? Where am I going to be in 10 years? But I say to you, please, don't worry so much, because in the end, none of us have very long on this earth. Life is fleeting. And if you're ever distressed, cast your eyes up to the summer sky. Make your life spectacular." Thank you, and congratulations to everyone. I look forward to seeing how our futures unfold.
For the record, those staff student games are not rigged. I now want to introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2023, Abigail Jean Marie Koons. Abigail is the daughter of Timothy and Samantha Hendricks. Throughout high school, she has been a member of the National Honor Society, Chamber Orchestra, Winter Percussion, and multiple other band programs. In the fall, Abigail will attend Purdue University to study chemistry through the American Chemical Society, where she will research under Eli Lilly and later pursue a career in the research field. Abigail Koons.
Good morning, friends, family, teachers, faculty, and most importantly, class of 2023. I'd like to thank our faculty and administration, our parents, and the choir and band that have dedicated time to be here today. Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to remember one of our teachers who unfortunately could not be present today. Mr. Stan Schaefer taught engineering here within these walls and inspired many of my peers to continue his lessons well into adulthood. Thank you, Mr. Schaefer, for everything you have done for Mooresville High School. You will be missed. Now, I know it is typical for the salutatorian to discuss the past, but we cannot enter the future without at least considering it. To my fellow graduates, we grew up. All we've ever wanted was to grow up. We grew up sharing endless laughter and inside jokes in the walls of our classrooms since 2010. We yearned to be older, taller, wiser, and stronger, tall enough to ride the roller coasters and free to drive on our own with our windows down on warm summer nights. We wanted to grow up. Even though we wanted to grow up, we still acted like kids. I remember sophomore year when we laminated a tortilla that we all signed, and to this day, it is still taped to Mrs. Eichhoff's desk. And before you ask, no, it is not gone moldy, which defies any laws of science I have grown to learn. We grew up anxiously waiting for the bell to ring at the beginning and end of each day. We grew up reading picture books, and as we grew up, we moved on to chapter books. Now, here we are, closing one chapter of our lives and turning the page to a new one. We grew up learning and earning wisdom from the teachers we've had over the past 13 years who ignited something within us to be our best selves. I'll never forget my 8th grade English teacher, Mrs. Miller, throwing a desk during a very dramatic reading of Edgar Allan Poe. I'll never forget my teachers, and I'm sure my peers agree. We grew up with the world at our fingertips, the internet shaping and shifting the very world as we touched it. We've seen abundant transformation through fashion and social media, not realizing we were transforming too. I think some of us did after the Visible Girl trend freshman year. What we didn't realize was how fast we were growing up, and somehow the past 13 years flew by. Years of waiting for this very moment turned into months, months turned into weeks, weeks turned into days, days that have now come to an end. However, the growing up we did was beautiful. We grew up dreaming about the day we could go off on our next adventure, joking about how we couldn't wait until graduation, eager to explore the world, and here I stand before you today as we take our first steps down divergent paths. We grew up overcoming unforeseen difficulties. We went through all sorts of ups and downs through our formative years, from experiencing the unknowns of COVID to unknown hardships and even losing loved ones. I know everyone here has had their difficulties, but we made it to this day. We grew up making cherished memories that will last a lifetime, laughing and staying up until the sun rose with our friends, countless nights cheering in the student section or even playing on the field, whether it be with the band, the cheer team, or the football team. And even though we grew up full of dreams and disappointments, difficulties and successes, tears and laughter, we know we still have growing to do, and we are grateful for all the moments that brought us here. Now, we are living through the moments that will create our future. Today, we all walk away knowing that our future is now. Today is our first day of being the leaders, the doers, and the problem solvers of the future. Those who persevere, who give it their all and approach each day with optimism, will ultimately meet success and happiness. Of course, there'll be many a failure on that windy road of life, but with dedication, we can do anything and make any dream come true. It does not matter whether you're seeking secondary education, entering the workforce, going into the military, or if you're unsure of what may happen after today. But as we grow older and encounter success, we must not forget those who have had it rough, whose lives may have hit some potholes on the way. We must take care of those who need a helping hand. Not everyone has had the opportunity to succeed, but I'm so glad those of you made it to today. The future is uncertain, but use the lessons you have learned within these walls to carry you forward as you seek opportunities that high school could no longer provide. Even if you feel you haven't learned anything useful, like trigonometry or the ins and outs of how to write an essay, you have learned how to be yourself. You have learned who you really are, and you have learned to be the best version of yourself that you can be. You have learned to be kind to those around you. You have learned how to make friends and when to lose ones that can't help you grow. You have learned how to move forward without the rigidity of high school. You have learned how to carry on as an adult. You have learned. No matter what your post-graduation plans may be, go forward in life. Be the person you have grown to be within these halls of Mooresville High. The future is unforeseen, but you have the ability to make it your own. My peers, I leave you with this quote to consider as you move into adulthood. Alfred Lord Tennyson once said, "We are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts made weak by time and fate but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield." Congratulations, class of 2023. We grew up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you 319 young adults who have completed the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, or have completed the goals of their individual education plan. And to you, Mr. Randy Taylor, Superintendent of Schools, I present the class of 2023, and I recommend they receive their diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Upton. It gives me great pride in attaining the high school diploma of 2023 class. Your graduation is a testament to your hard work and dedication. Therefore, upon the recommendation of your principal and the power vested in me by the Board of Education of the Mooresville Consolidated School Corporation and the state of Indiana, I declare the class of 2023 graduates of Mooresville High School. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
At this time, Mr. Zach Love and Mrs. Chrissy Owens, Mooresville High School Assistant Principals, will read the names of the graduates while I present them with their diplomas.
In an effort to maintain the rich tradition and dignity of the ceremony, the class of 2023 requests that you hold all applause and recognition until all names have been read and all diplomas have been presented. This request is out of respect for every graduate and their families. Abigail Jean Marie Koons. Alyssa Ann Kline. Aiden Patrick O'Brien. Samantha Mae Mitchell. Katherine Rose Wymer. Madison Grace Gainey. Holly Lynn Connor. Mackenzie Faith Alexander. Elena Renee Beach. Nathan Andrew Burns. James Alexander Clampett. Bethany Abigail Koon. Matthew Ryan Danielson. Christina Helena Green. Juliana Madison Guidry. Jack Henry Lake. Richie Hui Lee. Wyatt Andrew McClellan. Ella Elizabeth Metter. Henry Iamide Akindajoye. Hayden Denver Albertson. Pierce Aaron Graves Allen. Kira Elizabeth Allison. Stacia Renee Anderson. Jackson Alfred Andreessen. Leviticus Aaron Arthur. Madison Lynn Arthur. Anna Pearl Bailey. Corbin Alexander Baker. Braden Thomas Lee Barnett. Tristan Lee Belcher. Colin Matthew Bellner. Allison Renee Bertram. Branson Ray Blair. Caden Michael Blaylock. Caden Lee Berner. James Russell Bolton. McKenna Ann Renee Bowling. Allie Marie Bray. David Michael Breeden. Eden Robert Breedlove. Vanessa Lynn Breeden. Stephen Addison James Bruner. Gunnar Michael Bryant. Damon Davis Pickard. Mackenzie Mariah Gross. Kamila Desiree Jewel Bunch. Braden Michael Burke. Olivia Lynn Butcher. Nicholas Ryan Bybee. Delaney Grace Camden. Thomas Lee Cardwell II. Sienna Rain Cave. Shane Levi Chapman. Chloe Nicole Christensen. Kaylee Ann Clampett. Braden Fire Clear. Destiny Noel Cochran. Mariana Christine Kaufman. Madeline Brooke Colbert. Caitlin Ann Cooney. Alexandra Nicole Cooper. Caitlin Grace Cooper. Kellen Christopher Copeland. William Joseph Coram. Mason Charles Courtney. Michaela Jordan Cox. Elias Jonah Creighton. Caleb Andrew Crow. Alicia Morgan Ryder. Caitlin Louise Cullers. Kenneth David Curry. Taylor Marie Kurtz. Caleb Scott Daniel. Trey Thomas Dom. Ethan Ray Davis. Trevin D. Davis. Madison Jean Sue Dawson. Miguel David Del Rio. Haley Lynn Dell. Nicholas James Derrick. Lorenzo Di Lorenzo. Owen Lucas Dishman. Brock Allen Dodds. Finn Amias Draven. Kyan Elizabeth Duncan. Michael Alex Zelm Jr. Damian Joseph Todd Elliott. Jaden Liam Enderly. Lexi Marie Esquera. Elena Ann Essex. Justice Uriah Eva. Jarius Deshaun Evans. Paul Rossi Evans. Tatum Elizabeth Evans. Nina Fapron. Andrew Edward Smith. Adeline Paige Ferguson. Seth Allen Firkins. Ethan Alexander Fisher. Ava Marie Fleehardy. Aaliyah Rose Freeman. Isabella Mark Gallardo. Ava Jane Garten. Elizabeth Gail Gerhard. Abigail Paige Gilliam. Zachary Dale Goebel. Cameron Alexander Gordon Whitaker. Cliff Christian Collin. Silas Abram Bullock. Madison Pearl Gunnell. Jonathan David Hahn. Josie Grace Hare. Jordan Scott Hammonds. Braden Ray Lee Hamrick. Lillian Rose Hansen. Aviana Lee Harris. Dalton Kane Hartsock. Angelia Michelle Hayden. Tessa Jolene Henkel. Judah Scott Hennessy. Shane Robert Scott Harold. Enoch Asan Hester. Aaron Michelle Hetzer. Alex Michael Dreyer Hukin. Trenton Alexander Hill. Braden Allen Hinton. Matthew Gabriel Hochstetler. Levi Rex Hopkins. Cameron Nicole Horsley. Brianna Marie Hoskins. Abigail Louise Howard. Reese Allen Hewitt. Amaya Haley Hunt. Reese Jameson Huntsman. Landon Wayne Hutchinson. Caden Tyler Iacoli. Stanley Jean. Kylie Joe Jennings. Alexander Joseph Johnson. Olivia Lee Johnson. Elizabeth Grace Justice. Mariah Ann Marie Justice. Logan Matthew Key. Kaylee Autumn Lane Keith. Casey May Keller. Corbin Michael Kent. Sydney Marie Kent. Elizabeth Grace Kyler. Savannah Paige Comlance. Christopher Aiden Langley. Lucas Williamson Grounds.
Lily Catherine Spangler. Emily Rebecca Moeller. Savannah Marie Mong. Madison Michelle Murphy. Reagan Claire Reed. Olivia Kate Regal. Delaney Lynn Sherfick. Mina Corinne Shirley. Madison Elise Taylor. Ariel Leanne Theriak. Kathleen Abigail Thomas. Timothy Charles Viles III. Brianna Faith Mendenhall. Cora May Walker. Addie Rose Lawrence. Casper Lawrence. Ethan Alexander Lee. Kaylee Danielle Leitzman. Haven Noel Lindley. Kendall Grace Lowry. Ariana Caprice Marks. Kent Michael Maxfield. Emma Hope Mayer. Christopher Michael McAdams. Colin Matthew McBride. Holden Matthew McBride. Christopher Aaron Don McClure. Gabriel Sean McCormick. Dylan Patrick McFarland. Anaya Elizabeth Mead. Jake Michael Messaker. Cannon Jeffrey Mills. Zachary Christopher Monroe. Kaya Pompea Moore. Olivia Renee Morris. Maddox Robert Andrew Needing. Ava Lynn Needham. Sydney Madeline Newton. Aurora Evangeline Nicholson. Jackson Scott Nielsen. Serena Marie Nunez Breeden. Kate Marie Oberly. Timmy Oguntoyenbo. Logan Matthew Olinger. Nola Nash Olson. Mar Ortiz Tomas. Alyssa Ann Marie Oskins. Anna Marie Overholzer. Megan Ann Panarisi. Nicholas Pierre Patterson. Avery Wallace Peterson. Alyssa Rayanne Petway. Stephen Timothy Pfeiffer. Bowen John Phillips. Chase Landon Phillips. Emma Rain Phillips. Gabrielle Grace Pichet. Anthony John Poe. Brian Allen Ralph Potter. Lila Rose Pratt. Jack Ryan Preslin. Chase Lee Price. Owen Spencer Purdue Lair. Cole Ryan Terry. Wesley Mack Reeves. Brody Wayne Riddle. Creighton Howard Riffle. Jalen Allen Reardon. Jeremy Lee Ricks, Jr. Logan Reed Robbins. Dalton Scott Rowe. Kaitana Lee Rowe. Dylan Paul Rogers. Gavin Anthony Rogers. Hezekiah Daniel Duane Destin Ross. Landon Michael Rowe Pryor. Travis Lingle Russell. Casey Daniel Rustman. Alexa Dakota Rutherford. Jada Marie Schoolcraft. Bracy Michael Scott. Josie Ellen Scott. Caden C. Shackelford. Rebecca Ronalda Shelley. Brock Jarrett Shields. Alexander Cole Shrake. Brady Allen Schroyer. Elijah Christopher Allen Shoemate. Dalen Michael Sims. Jada Claire Skirvin. Aiden O'Brien Smith. Jaden Paul Smith. Keegan Allen Smith. Charlie Smith. Kaylee Ann Marie Snap. Alina Rose Snavely. Malia Michelle Saladin. James Trevor Allen Spencer. Addison Leanne Staley. Samantha Carly Stein. Briley Ruth Stevenson. Peyton Riley Stoddard. Samuel Robert Stoner. Alexander Joseph Stout. Jacob Nathaniel Stout. Brendan Matthew Robert Stoltz. Charles Bowden Stoltz. Ivy Lynn Summerlot. Audrey Claire Sutton. Dale Kai Thomas Swinney. Jacob Everett Taylor. Catherine Brooke Taylor. Raven Lene Taylor. Christopher Hayden Tesmer McKinney. Foster Charles Thompson. Julian Scott Thompson. Cole Everett Cecil Thompson. Madison Ann Thompson. Elliot William Tiley. Ethan Mitchell Tolnay. Yuki Seninging Aujita. Avery Grace Underwood. Tanner Jackson Underhill. Darian Eric James Vaden. Autumn Lynn Vandergrift. Lance Howard Lee Vanover Jr. Mia Grace Waldrop. Trenton Gary Wampner. Maggie Olivia Grace Ward. Wyatt Glenn Watson. Jordan Lee Weeks Jr. Colton Owen Wells. Benjamin Ross Western. Giselle Ava Westfall. Oh. Marissa Ann Wilkerson. Coy David Willis. Jackson Curtis Willis. Caitlin Grace Williams. Peyton Jermaine Willis. Brandon Mark Wilson. Kylie Marie Wondolkowski. Juliana Marie Wood. Adeline Anna Woodward. Aurora Jewel Wooten. Lennon Jack Zolman. Kayla Michelle Lake. Taylor LaRue Lancaster.
Let me scoot to the other side. Go ahead. Well, you beat me to the punch. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the treasurer of the class of 2023, Miss Katherine Wymer.
And now, fellow classmates, having completed all the requirements and having received our diplomas, please stand. Join me in the ceremonious turning of tassels.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite to the podium Class Secretary Samantha Mitchell and Class Vice President Alyssa Kline.
As the newest alumni of Mooresville High School, we invite all Mooresville alumni to stand and join us in the singing of our alma mater.
Now we would like to invite you to join our classmates and us as we reminisce.
my trembling hand on Michelle's Angora sweater. I can hear my band, that awesome band, only now it sounds much better.
I can see the kid I used to be, on the stage, on the field, in the lunch line. I can feel him talking at me. Every time I think I don't care, I'm thinking he's there again. He's there again. Fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head. Singing, come along, come along, come along for the ride. To a time and place I could not forget if I tried. And I never know when the breeze will blow, when the rush of old sensations, why the kid should wake and my heart should ache every time I smell carnations. Something rings a bell, anything at all it takes is the slam of a locker. For the switch from summer to fall, a change in season seems barely reason, but there he goes, he's there again. Fighting ancient wrongs, humming old hit songs in my head. Singing, come along, come along, come along for the ride. To a time and place I could not forget if I tried. There he goes again, humming his song. He's there again. There's a kid inside, humming his song. He's there again. There's a kid inside. There's a kid inside. For just a little while we have shared together. For just a little while we were side by side. And I know someday that we will reflect on this and see what a special time it was. For just a little
Just a little while we have joined our voices. For just a little while we made a difference here. And I know that through it all, these are days we will recall. What a special time it was. For just a little while.
Maybe someday, when we're all alone, maybe someday, out there on our own, we'll remember this time and we'll smile for just a little while. For just a little while. Share the music. For just a little while. We have shared a dream. But I know that in my heart we will never be apart. What a special time it was. For just a little while. Maybe someday, when we're all alone, maybe someday, out there on our own, we'll remember this time and we'll smile for just a little while. For just a little while. Just a little while. What a special time it was.
am down and oh my soul so weary. When troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Congratulations to the graduates and their families. At this time, I invite Student Body President Madison Gainey to center stage.
Hello, my name is Madison Gainey, and I am your Student Body President. Thank you all for attending today's ceremony to support my fellow classmates and I. Please remember that the senior slideshow and replay of this event will be available on demand on Pioneer TV after today's ceremony. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, please remain seated until all graduates have exited the stadium. Congratulations, class of 2023.